So hello and welcome to the Dharma Life podcast. I'm your host, Aloise.life, and today I have with me a past Dharma Life student who is manifesting and creating his reality as we speak. He's had some fantastic results in moving countries and manifesting his dream lifestyle and his dream house. And I want to welcome Eduardo to the show.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's nice to be. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, you and your partner Katerina joined the academy. It must be, how long ago do you think? What is it now?
Well, it was the beginning of 2020.
So it's pre-COVID.
No, okay, my mistake. No, it was the November 2020. Yes.
Right. So
the first time we have participated to anything Dharma Life Academy. Yes.
And how did you come across me? How did you find me?
Right. You were hosting video chat at the time with a gentleman in Mexico called Charlie Freak. And you've done a number of videos with him and Josh X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, during that time. And I was following both Josh and Charlie, and I came across your conversations, and then I got interested in your work. So I got in contact.
Did you do one of my challenges, or did you?
I did. The first one was that one in November 2020. It was a challenge. It was a 1-week challenge. I joined that and I did it. And then you just started taking subscription for the Dharma Life Academy starting in January 2021. And so I decided to join, and a short while after that, Katerina, my wife, also decided to join.
What was it that made you join?
Well, it was partially the message that you were bringing about, your offering. Also, my curiosity, because I was very new to the all spiritual world at that time. So I wanted to explore the possibilities of, unlocking my potentials. And that's why I joined.
So you wanted to unlock your potential and create the life that you...
Exactly. You were offering this coaching style academy, which also very important, the format that you were offering. It was very interesting because that was going to include a lot of different people from all over the place. So that also gave us the opportunity to make new friends and new like-minded people in a moment where the world was very disconnected, because it was the time of lockdowns. So we got totally isolated from our blood families, because we were living in England at the time. Everybody else were in Italy, so with no chance for us to move across country. Yeah, jobs closing down, all our friends, locked up in their houses. So we needed, a way to still be in contact with people, and that we along, this desire to uncovers the truth of our spirituality. Yeah, it was the switch that we needed to, shift.
What did life look like when you joined?
Life, well, when I joined, yeah, we were in just the beginning of lockdowns, and so basically got told to stay at home, do nothing, and be scared to help. While Caterina was working in a supermarket in Sainsbury's, so she had to keep going to work because the supermarket were considered, um, yeah, they needed to keep operate and provide goods for people. So I was very fearful at the time. I didn't know what was going on. Everything was strange. Stay at home alone, watching, government talking about something that never occurred in my life before, with no understanding of what was going on. And so, yeah, it wasn't a very nice time.
So you were living and working, were you in and around Plymouth? I want to say
Exeter.
Exeter, sorry. Okay, so
Exeter, yeah.
you were both working, because you were working in a restaurant, weren't you? And
Yeah, I was working in the restaurant, and yeah, it got shut down temporarily. So I decided to join Caterina in Sainsbury's to keep having some sort of income, and to stop being alone home, and, in front of TV, getting more and more scared about all the events. Until something clicked inside, and I start asking questions, like, how is it possible that this is going on, with all the technology, all the advancement in technology, and that we have nowadays? How is it possible that people in places of power don't have an answer? They don't know what is going on? And also, how is it that in every country it looks exactly the same? And so I started searching for answers, which I couldn't find through normal ways of communication and information. So I decided to go on YouTube, and that's when I start coming across the likes of Charlie, Josh, and then in the end you. With you all had a completely different perspective, a completely different set of knowledge and information available, which started resonating with me. And so I started following more and more and more and more and more.
do you say that
And
was your wake up call, or was that your spiritual awakening?
yeah, I mean, I always been empathic, intuitive. Um, and I can honestly say that now, of everything that has happened in my life to this point, um, was never a coincidence. It was always um, the right choice point, the right time, and the right people coming into my life, the right message, the right knowledge. And but I just didn't know at the time that there was this complete universe behind it. I've never been too much into religion, even though when I was a kid, and my father pushed me to go to church all the time. But that never felt really my place. Which now I know why, because it's the wrong way to present spirituality to people. Church is not, it's not to open minds and hearts. It's the opposite. It's to control the masses.
Mm.
Um, so
So,
when
so you found my work, you found the Dharma Life Academy, you joined the Dharma Life Academy. You know, life was interesting for you because you're kind of spiritually awakening, and looking for a different way of doing things. And what was it the Dharma Life Academy gave you? Like you talked about the community, it was meeting like-minded people. Why was that so beneficial?
it was beneficial because it taught me uh, how to speak my truth without fear of being rejected and judged, which to that point of my life was, my everyday life, being always judged, with always, considered strange, always pushed to follow the rules, follow protocols, and never be free. Okay, so always pushed to be programmable. And so your community gave me freedom, freedom of being myself, truly, no question asked. And that's when the changes have started coming true. I start, peeling off layers and layers and layers and layers of indoctrination program, fear was a big thing. Fears of everything, fears of being um, never enough, fears of abandonment, fears of you know showing my true colors.
Mm.
Um,
You could be who you really were with the
yeah, exactly.
community. Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of the Dharma Life Academy and the community is really finding like-minded people that view the world in the same way as you, because the majority of the population are asleep, and are not awake, and they can't see what's going on the earth. And so it can be quite a lonely ride when you first spiritually awaken. It can be quite lonely because you don't know if you know other people who are going through the same thing. You know, life feels different. You see life in a different way. You see things you've never seen before. Like you said, you're just, we are taught to speak our truths in the academy. We're taught to be true to ourselves. So I want to talk about kind of the biggest thing you've manifested, because it is an amazing achievement. Um, we in the Dharma Life Academy used to do 3D and 5D visualizations, didn't we? We used to talk about creating our futures, and I'd love you to talk about your experience of what happened for you.
So it all started at the beginning of the course with you. One of the first group call that we did was a guided visualization. So you guided us 5 years in the future to see what was going to be our life in 5 years in the future. And that's when that vision took form. The vision was of a house and the countryside, lots of green around, lots of fields, vegetable garden, fruit forest, a kid,
Oh, really?
a child,
Ivy was in your
a child, yes, a child, and uh, and um, and also it was my wife's family in the vision. Uh, At the beginning, I was a bit skeptical because there was no intention whatsoever for me and my wife to, have a child at anytime soon. So we were like, nah, because Katerina was on that call as well, and she had the same vision, very similar to mine. And we were like, no, it can't be. There's a trick of our mind. And then fast forward 1 year, Katerina got pregnant. And that is when it hit me. It was like, so yeah, these things are actually true. They works. It's not just it's not just fiction. It's not just my mind playing tricks on me. The point was in the academy already. It was been nearly here in the academy, and yeah, and then everything started unfolding. Everything started unfolding because um, we got information about government money given for free to build new houses out of old damaged buildings, like the grandma house was here because it was being damaged during the earthquake in 2016. So it's got to the point where nobody could live in there, and so they closed it up, they boarded it up, and it's been there for 4 years, and no way to do anything to it.
Was it a family property or?
Yeah, family property. It was family, Caterina's family property. And then, so yeah, we had voiced, we had, we heard about these grants, so we got all the information that we could, and we said, well, this is a sign. This is a sign. I mean, this money is coming from nowhere, out of the blue. It's going to cover for the entire things. So it's we do it now or never. So we went in, full on. We found people to work the paperwork, to do all the bureaucracy, and yeah, and here we are. It took 1 year for the bureaucracy to be taken care of, and after that we founded the building company. And the building company, just over 2 years, got rid of the old buildings and built the new ones up from scratches. And here we are, and exactly in the time frame of 5 years.
So just to sort of reiterate, basically you saw this house with the garden, and does it look similar to what you saw in the vision?
Yeah. Yes, because throughout the entire process of designing the house, we gave our input to whoever did the blueprint and project build the old things. So we decide the internal layout of the interiors. We decide on the colors, we decide on the materials, we decide on everything. So Yeah, it looks exactly the way we were shown in the vision.
So basically, you saw the house in the vision, and
Yeah,
then information, like it sounded to me like, where did this information come from about the house, about the grant? Where did that come? Did that come from Katerina's family?
yeah,
Right. So then you took aligned action towards manifesting and creating this house.
correct. I mean, yeah, everything came to us. We didn't ask for any of this. Okay, yeah, we had the vision, and then we kept going about our lives normally, job, money, stress, ups and downs. We were doing your course, learning how to, clear our energy, how to, clear our bodies, and how to work with money, how to, clear fears out of our system, and everything. Then we changed our diet. We went from being eating everything to being vegan, and that has been another big stepping stone because that helped us um, getting rid of all dense layer of energies and frequencies. Because when we stopped eating meat, especially cheese, and anything that is processed, um, we got a good cleanse out of it, physically, energetically, spiritually. Um, yeah, and that, yeah, gave us a big boost uh,
Amazing.
into the manifestation of things. Those years with you and the one after that, yeah, it's been a big um, jump, quantum, I would say, jump. We went from being totally stuck in the life that we always known to that point to, you know, uh, become completely different person, and we become unrecognizable to ourselves. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it's a big jump, isn't it? Going from living in England, working and both of you working in kind of jobs that you didn't really like, I would presume
Well,
renting, to manifesting
yeah,
your own property in living in Italy.
exactly. It's not. It hasn't been an easy journey because throughout all, the entire process of you know moving things forward, I had to. I got laid. I got dismissed by Sainsbury's. They fired me because I couldn't agree uh, to their ways, and I didn't hide that fact. So I got into a fight with more than one manager, and then so the first opportunity they got, they just say, you're not a good fit anymore. You can go. And okay, thank you very much. And then I got into a job, and after 1 year, again, I got in a fight with the managers because I've been telling the truth about how things were going in the restaurants, and I didn't like it, so I had to leave. So yeah, it's been a long journey. And then the last job I had in England, I got a manager position in one of my old restaurants, and I've seen so much dirt and corruption. Uh, but I wanted to do it because I knew that it was going to give me new lessons, a new perspective, a new way to see things, and it made me much, much, much more stronger than ever before. And in overall, it's been a positive experience.
So would you recommend the academy to other people then, if they're wanting to change their life and manifest and create a life that is in alignment with their soul?
What you mean through the Dharma Life Academy? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, the message that you are sharing to do the Dharma, it's exactly the same message many other teachers around the world are sharing. It's just different wording. Doing your Dharma essentially means following your true self, your true path, your soul blueprint, with unwavering faith that everything is designed for your highest good. It's like when you do things that comes from your heart, that fulfill you every day, they give you joy, and that there is no fear of the unknown ever. You are in a constant state of bliss and peace, because inside, deep inside, you know that everything is designed for you. Everything is there, out there for you to be found. And there is no need to struggle. There is no need to stress about things. You just need to let your soul talk through you and follow whatever your inner voice is telling you to do.
And that's one of the big messages in the academy, is that we need to listen to our inner CEO, our inner sat nav, and basically respond to our higher self and our soul. And the soul knows the way. So would you say that you're still doing that, and that's still paying dividends for you now?
I'm still doing that. Mm-hmm. But it's a lifetime process. It never ends. Because the more you open up to your soul, the more it's coming true for you. And the more you have to do.
Yes, and now you're living in that house, and you've got the next version of the vision for the house, haven't you? That you're going to be building a community, and you're going to develop the gardens.
Exactly. Yes.
You've kind of built on the vision, so the next level is coming through, and some money's come in recently to help you do that.
Exactly. Yeah, out of the blue. You see, this is what doing Dharma is. It's not about thinking the way of man. It's not about focusing all the time on the way of the world. It's all about letting the universe flow through you. The universe as a design, which you are part of, which is your soul is a big player in. Yeah. And when you allow your soul to take over your human identity, yeah, and so you disconnect from the ego part of your being, yeah, you are fully embodied in the soul. And the soul has a direct connection with the universe and the source of everything. And that's when everything that is designed for you start flowing, and you don't worry about resources. You know that it's in the nature of who you are to be given everything that you need, because you are soul. You are basically a divine being. Yeah, you're part of the essence of the universe. So there is no limitation when you are part of the universe. You're always provided for. You're always taken care of. When you understand that, you stop fearing about lack of this, lack of that, or limitation. When you start living outside of the limitation of the mind, everything manifests for you, and you don't have to do anything. And you just simply have to move every time your inner voice tells you to move, even when it doesn't make sense. Even when, I mean, for example, when we finally decided to move back to Italy, yeah, I was in the middle of a meeting in a restaurant as a manager, okay? And it just was January 2025. I was in this meeting with the manager. And the new manager just joined the team, and we just got the yearly program from the company of what we were asked to do within the restaurant, the changes that we were asked to bring about to make more money for the company. And I was listening to the general managers. I was telling myself, I can't do this. This goes. So I went home very, very stressed, very, very hungry, and I went to bed straight, and I slept all night long. In the morning, I woke up, and he was there. My soul was there. He woke me up and said, "Stop doing this. Take everything. Go away. It's time." And that's it. I woke up, Katerina, and told her, "Darling, I've been spoken to." Yeah, what was it? That we go away. We make enough money to pay for the move. And before summer, we leave the house and we go to Italy and we start living what we are meant to live, the life we're meant to live. Yeah. And that's it. And that's what we did. We did gather enough money, those 4 months, to pay for the move. And that's it. We just left our jobs, our life of 16 years in England, and we came here. Did we have time, moments in those months between the words I got into the day we jumped on the plane where we doubted ourselves? Yes, we did. Because the ego is always there. It's always around the corner and it's always whispering, yeah, from behind your ear, trying to convince you that you are making mistakes, that it's not safe to be your true self. And we've had our moments, yeah, because it's always, you know, in the spiritual life, it's always ups and downs, ups and downs, it's ups and downs. But, you know, because it's all an energy, and the energy wave goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So when you eat the up, it's when you are the most connected and you get clear messages and you have clear vision of what to do, where to go, and blah, blah, blah. When you're in the down, it's when you're a little bit less, you know, in your true self, and, you know, you're still, and it's going to be like this for our entire lives. You know, there will always be a part of our ego coming and trying to derail us. But the more you awaken to your true self, the more you embody your soul, the least the influence from the ego is. So I'm not here to say it's an easy journey. It's not.
No.
I'm here to say it's real. It works because it's you. It's your true self. We are not these physical bodies. This is just a temporary vessel, a machine that we live in to experience all of this. Yeah, because there is beauty in all of this.
Oh, Eduardo, thank you so much for sharing your story. Like, it's an ongoing, unfolding story. Like I can't wait to hear about the next chapter of the vision. It's really exciting. And well done you for, you've gone through a real journey. You've woken up, you've had to deal with everything, speaking your truth. You've had to go through your inner work and your inner journey, and now you're manifesting and creating externally, and you're being true to yourself. And that's very powerful, and you're becoming, basically a sovereign human being, which is what we are designed to come here to do. So congratulations, and I'm so pleased. It was so wonderful having you and Katerina in the academy. And I just want to say thank you for coming and sharing your story.
It was my pleasure.
Brilliant. All right, well, thank you so much, and we will see you next week with another amazing guest on the Dharma Life podcast. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to the Dharma Life podcast. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. Please come over and say hello on my Instagram, our Facebook group, and also please let me know what you thought. So if you are listening, please take a screenshot of the podcast that you are listening to. Tag me on Instagram and I will reshare your post, and please let me know what it is that you got out of today's episode. Remember, when we do our Dharma, we are happier, healthier, we live longer, and we have a deep sense of unshakable inner peace.